Archangel Michael says, "The night has been restless around you, though you may not feel it. Quiet whispers in unseen places have surrounded your steps, shadows trying to creep closer without your knowledge. Yet there is one man, unknown to your heart, who has placed himself between you and the danger that hunts you. He walks in silence, carrying burdens you cannot imagine, watching from a distance as he shields you from what could destroy everything you hold dear. This man does not seek recognition, nor does he want his name spoken aloud. His only mission is to keep you safe until the storm fully passes. Every moment, he risks more than you know, his freedom, his peace, even his life. The forces against you are not small, they move with quiet precision, waiting for a moment when you might falter. But because of him, those moments never reach you. You may have felt it before. A sudden feeling to change your path, to wait an extra moment before stepping outside, to avoid a meeting without knowing why. Those were not coincidences, they were his unseen hands guiding you away from traps. Type Amen to get blessing 333. There are times when you have been protected in ways that left you questioning reality. A car that nearly struck you but swerved last second, a message you almost answered but didn't, a door you didn't open. He has been behind each intervention. Archangel Michael says, "Heaven has aligned this man with your destiny for a reason that is not yet ready to be revealed." He carries a truth that, if spoken too soon, could draw more darkness upon you. So, he waits, silently battling forces you are not meant to face. Your enemies have tried to disguise themselves as friends. They have whispered lies and plotted moves that would harm your path. Yet, every attempt has been shattered by his quiet actions before it could even touch your world. Even now, as you read this, he is close, guarding, ensuring that tonight passes without harm. The danger is real, and the price he pays is heavy, but his devotion to your safety is unshaken. Type Amen to get blessing 927. Sometimes you feel sudden chills or hear faint echoes when alone. It is not fear but a shield being placed over you. There are moments you wonder why certain troubles miss you while others seem to fall into chaos. It is because he stands as a barrier, unseen yet unmovable. Archangel Michael says, his heart has been marked by divine hands to protect yours. Though you may not see him, he feels every moment of your pain and every danger that approaches your door. Heaven whispers to him in ways you cannot hear, guiding his every step. He has left behind pieces of his own life to focus on keeping you safe. Friendships, dreams, and even his own rest have been sacrificed in silence. Still, he watches with unwavering eyes, ready to face anything that might try to reach you. If you knew the depth of his sacrifices, tears would fill your nights. But heaven keeps it hidden, for now, knowing that one day you will understand everything. Until then, trust the unseen hands guiding your path away from the pit set before you. Type Amen to get blessing 684. There are secret meetings happening around you, dark conversations meant to trap your destiny. People you've never met have spoken your name in rooms you've never entered. This man, risking everything, stands within those circles to dismantle their plans before they breathe life. Archangel Michael says, heaven has chosen him not just to watch you but to fight for you in ways you could not fight for yourself. When spirits of harm gather in the night, his light burns against them, forcing them to retreat before dawn. This battle is not of the physical world alone, it reaches beyond what your eyes can see. Unseen chains that were meant to bind you have been broken by his relentless protection. Even in your dreams, when darkness tries to reach you, he stands as a wall of fire. The day will come when you learn his name, and everything you thought you knew will change. Until then, his protection remains quiet but powerful, ensuring your destiny remains untouched. Type Amen to get blessing 591. The air has shifted lately, carrying a weight you can't explain. It's because the danger has grown stronger, pressing closer, seeking new ways to reach you. But heaven has given him new strength, allowing him to block paths that once were open. Archangel Michael says, "Many would have fallen under the pressure he bears daily, yet he stands firm." Every moment he chooses to shield you is another victory for light over darkness. The plans of those who wish to harm you have failed because he intercepts them before they are set in motion. Even messages meant to deceive you have been diverted. Calls that would have lured you into danger never connected. Signatures that would have stolen from you were intercepted. This is no accident, this is divine protection moving through his hands. Soon, you will sense his presence without seeing him. An unseen calm will surround you when he draws near, a gentle warmth in moments of fear. This is how heaven assures you that you are not alone. Type Amen to get blessing 772. He has stood in places where even angels whispered caution. Doors that were meant to trap you have closed because he blocked the way with his own presence. He walks into storms so that you can remain in peace, enduring dangers you are never meant to face. Archangel Michael says, "Heaven has written his role in your life in golden light, unseen but unbreakable." This protection cannot be undone by human hands or by dark intentions. As long as he breathes, you remain covered by divine armor. There are nights when he stands alone, looking to the stars, asking heaven for the strength to continue. He knows the burden he carries may never be recognized, but his mission is not for recognition, it is for you. The time is coming when the greatest danger yet will rise, thinking you are unguarded. But they will meet a force they cannot conquer, for heaven's warrior will not allow them to touch you. Type Amen to get blessing 414. You may notice strange shifts in people's behavior around you, moments when someone seems hesitant, nervous, or unusually distant. That is not paranoia, but a spiritual stirring triggered by this man's protective presence. Even those who wish you harm can feel the invisible wall surrounding you. He has infiltrated places where your name was spoken with malicious intent. He has tracked movements, listened to conversations, and erased your vulnerabilities one by one. All without you ever knowing what was nearly done to you. He cannot reveal himself yet, because the danger has not fully passed. His identity is hidden for your own safety. If they knew who he was, he would be their next target. But heaven has cloaked him with divine discretion, keeping him steps ahead of the storm. Type Amen to get blessing 728. When you feel tired without reason or heavy in your chest out of nowhere, know this, it is not always your burden. Sometimes, it is the residue of his battles, a trace of the chaos he shielded you from. He absorbs much of the spiritual weight so your journey remains light. Archangel Michael says, the danger stalking your life is more complex than a single person or situation. It is woven through envy, betrayal, and unseen agreements meant to silence your light. And yet, he has vowed to protect your soul with everything he has. You have never thanked him because you didn't know he existed. But that doesn't stop his heart from choosing you every day, every night, again and again. He has made peace with remaining in the background if that's what it takes to see you rise. Those who tried to attach curses, who sent spiritual attacks, have failed again and again. Confused and angry, they don't understand why their tactics keep breaking. What they don't know is that this man has stepped into their paths before the arrows could fly. Type Amen to get blessing 903. He has placed himself in positions where your enemies couldn't recognize him. He blends into the fabric of ordinary places, watching and waiting, not for applause, but for your continued safety. He listens without speaking, sees without reacting. There were times you were invited to events that could have harmed your spirit, and you felt a sudden need to cancel or stay home. That wasn't your instinct alone. That was his divine influence, whispering gently to your soul, keeping you still when movement would have been fatal. Some people have noticed his presence, but they don't realize who he is. They think he's just another face in the room, another passerby in your world. But in truth, he's the guardian appointed for your timeline. Archangel Michael says, he was assigned to you before either of you knew what it meant. His journey has collided with yours, not by accident, but by celestial design. Even his past pain was preparation to become your defender. Type Amen to get blessing 855. If you ever felt an urge to cry for no reason, it's possible you were spiritually connected to his exhaustion. You are more linked than you know. Your soul recognizes his presence even if your eyes do not. There's a reason your life has taken sudden turns, avoiding destruction in the final moment. Each reroute wasn't luck, it was intervention. His hands redirected danger like a skilled chess player, moving pieces before you even knew you were in the game. Sometimes, the enemies closest to you are hidden behind the smiles of familiarity. And those are the most dangerous ones. This man has been uncovering hidden motives, names that would surprise you, and plans that could have cost you everything. He's been threatened in silence. Warned to walk away. But something inside him refuses to let harm come near your name. Type Amen to get blessing 382. The darkness tried to attack him too, hoping that if he breaks, you'll be left vulnerable. But Archangel Michael says, divine protection has wrapped around him just as much as it has around you. His soul is guarded because of his assignment. There are moments you'll start to sense him. Not by sight, but by peace. A quiet calm will settle in your spirit at random, and you'll feel like everything is suddenly okay. That's him, near you. He's not just a shield. He's a silent intercessor, praying in places no one sees, asking heaven to strengthen your path. He doesn't want to see you just survive, he wants you to rise and reclaim the life that was stolen from you. There are nights he doesn't sleep. He sits in silence, watching over you through the darkness, alert to movement in realms most people don't know exist. And every time a new threat tries to appear, he's already 2 steps ahead. Type Amen to get blessing 633. He has seen things about your life that would shake you. He knows what was planned behind closed doors, what certain people said when they thought no one was listening. And he carries that weight silently so you don't have to. You're being preserved, and it's not random. You are not walking through peace because life is kind, it's because someone is fighting battles behind the scenes. This man is one of the few souls who volunteered to face hell so you wouldn't have to. Archangel Michael says, there will come a day when this man will finally reveal himself. It will not be dramatic. It will be quiet, honest, and divine. And when you see him, your soul will already know who he is. By then, you will realize that he has loved you without expectation. That he chose to protect you even before he knew how much it would cost. His reward will not be in praise, but in your safety, your joy, your freedom. Type Amen to get blessing 218. Archangel Michael says, your destiny has been under spiritual attack far longer than you realize. There were moments you felt like your world was on the edge of collapse, yet somehow, you escaped every trap. That was not coincidence, it was his unseen hands moving mountains for you. He has intercepted messages, erased harmful traces, and diverted energy meant to destroy you. Those who plotted in silence found their schemes falling apart without explanation. This man has walked into fire to make sure your name stays untouched by ruin. Even when people tried to damage your reputation, their lies lost power. Words spoken in darkness vanished before they could take root. That is the reach of his protection, it stretches far beyond what the human eye can comprehend. Type Amen to get blessing 417. Late at night, when you feel inexplicable calmness wash over you, that's his spirit standing guard. There's a connection between you that even distance cannot sever. Without him, the storms aimed at you would have been relentless and unforgiving. Archangel Michael says, heaven has tasked him to block every shadow, every hidden hand trying to manipulate your path. He stands alone in silent corridors, ensuring no darkness breaches the shield around you. Because of him, you are still standing when others thought you would fall. This journey has not been easy for him. He has faced betrayal, loneliness, and even threats to his own safety. Yet his commitment to you remains unshaken, his purpose fueled by divine strength. And soon, a revelation will unfold, not through chaos, but through quiet understanding. A moment where truth shines, and you will finally see the one who fought unseen wars for your future. Type Amen to get blessing 961. You may remember a time when you narrowly escaped a disastrous situation. A place you didn't go, a person you didn't meet, an agreement you didn't sign. These were not accidents, they were carefully dismantled dangers. There's a deeper story hidden beneath what you know. Some individuals who smiled in your presence wished to harm your progress. But each time they moved closer, they faced resistance they couldn't explain. That resistance was his silent shield surrounding you. Archangel Michael says, divine favor rests upon you because of sacrifices made behind the veil. This man carries battles that were never yours to fight, ensuring your hands remain free to build a brighter destiny. Even when enemies tried to manipulate authorities, twisting truths to corner you, those attempts dissolved. No weapon formed against you could stand because his vigilance dismantled each plan. Type Amen to get blessing 544. As time passes, this protection grows stronger. The man chosen to guard you has developed insight far beyond human understanding. He can sense danger before it manifests, striking it down before you even know it exists. He has learned the language of silence, moving without leaving traces. Shadows fear his presence because they know his mission cannot be broken. Every step he takes is aligned with heaven's command. One day, when the last thread of danger has been cut, you'll be free to know him fully. Until then, he moves in the unseen, devoted only to your safety. Archangel Michael says, no matter how fierce the storm becomes, remember this truth: you are not unprotected. You are surrounded by divine guardianship, anchored by his bravery and heaven's will. Type Amen to get blessing 872. There are forces that tried to frighten you into retreat, hoping you'd surrender your dreams. But each time they advanced, something shifted in your favor. That's because he faced those forces head-on, breaking their influence before it could reach you. Even now, you may feel an unseen watchfulness, a sense that someone is always one step ahead of your challenges. This is not imagination. It is the reality of your spiritual covering, made possible by his quiet heroism. He has chosen to be unseen, to give up recognition, and to bear burdens silently. Because of that, your path has remained untouched by devastation that was planned long ago. The day is near when all hidden dangers will be exposed. And when that happens, gratitude will overflow for the one who stood in the gap when no one else knew the fight was happening. Type Amen to get blessing 620. Your life has been preserved for something greater than you yet understand. Heaven is positioning you for a future that cannot be stopped, because every threat has already been neutralized by unseen hands. Archangel Michael says, your story is one of divine deliverance. It's a testimony in progress, shaped by faith and guarded by sacrifice. The man chosen for this role has been tested in fire and has overcome each trial to keep you safe. Many wondered how you survived storms that consumed others. The truth is that your survival was never accidental. It was orchestrated protection. Shield upon shield, wall upon wall, built by one who gave everything without hesitation. When the final unveiling arrives, you'll understand how much has been done to ensure your destiny remains intact. The man who protected you will finally step from the shadows into the light meant for both of you. Type Amen to get blessing 488. Archangel Michael says, even as the hours turn into days, this man's vigilance never wavers. He knows that every moment counts because unseen enemies are constantly trying to find a new way to break through. But heaven has sharpened his senses beyond mortal limits, letting him see what others cannot. There have been nights when you felt strangely comforted while you slept. That wasn't an accident, it was his unseen presence forming a protective wall around your dreams. Without his intervention, nightmares planned by dark forces would have invaded your rest. When you think about how many times you've avoided destruction, it's almost unexplainable. Yet, there is always divine order behind it. This man's quiet, relentless mission has rewritten your destiny again and again without you even knowing it. Type Amen to get blessing 774. Even the smallest steps you take are being safeguarded. When you walk into new environments, there are forces already neutralized before you arrive. When you speak your truth, lies that were meant to drown you are silenced before they're born. Archangel Michael says, the man chosen for you is fearless in ways the world doesn't see. He has faced darkness without backing down, standing firm with only faith and divine power as his weapons. No earthly reward can compare to the spiritual honor he carries. He knows that if he falters, even for a moment, danger could slip through. So, he remains watchful, committed, and unshaken, even as unseen battles leave scars on his soul. But those scars are marks of victory, proof of his devotion to your protection. There is a divine connection tying you together that can never be broken. A thread of light runs between your spirits, strengthening every time he fights for you. Type Amen to get blessing 532. Many people will one day ask why nothing could destroy you when everything tried. The answer is simple yet profound: you were never alone. This man's courage, fueled by heaven's command, dismantled every shadow that reached for you. At times, he has had to outsmart dangerous minds, infiltrate unseen networks, and risk exposure to ensure you stayed untouched. Each mission has been a dance with danger, yet victory always followed him. That is the power of divine assignment. Archangel Michael says, this protection was not randomly given. Long before your birth, heaven ordained a path that required a guardian willing to sacrifice everything. This man answered that call without hesitation, stepping into a destiny that few could endure. Even when fear whispers, remember this truth: you are under the watch of one who will not let darkness claim you. No trap, no scheme, no hidden plot will succeed as long as he stands. Type Amen to get blessing 889. The future holds a moment where revelation and gratitude will meet. A scene where you'll see the depth of what's been done for you. That day will not bring sorrow, it will bring a divine awakening that sets your spirit free from doubt forever. Heaven has prepared blessings to honor this man's sacrifices. Though his work has been silent, the rewards awaiting him echo through eternity. His name is written in divine scrolls as a guardian of unmatched loyalty. Archangel Michael says, your life will soon shift in ways that expose the remnants of danger still lurking around you. But do not fear, he will rise one last time to shatter every final threat. His courage is the bridge carrying you safely into your destiny. And when that final battle is won, his true identity will no longer be hidden. The veil will lift, and you'll finally see the face of the one who risked everything to protect you from dangers you never even saw. Type Amen to get blessing 325. Even as you move into new seasons of life, this divine protection remains unshakable. The bond between you and your unseen protector is eternal, forged not by chance but by heavenly design. You were chosen to be safeguarded because your future holds impact beyond what the present can reveal. There are forces still trying to find openings, believing they can harm what heaven has blessed. But each attempt will fail just as it always has. This man's shield is a force they cannot penetrate. Archangel Michael says, keep walking boldly toward your purpose. The man risking everything for you ensures that every step is guided, every danger deflected, every attack turned into a stepping stone toward your promise. In time, gratitude will overflow. You will see not just what you've been saved from, but how powerful your destiny truly is. Because someone fought for you without rest, without recognition, and without end. Type Amen to get blessing 700.